Hello, everybody. Welcome to Choose Your Own Adventurers, Broomghost's D&D podcast about 4 friends that get sucked into a magical video game. They now have to make their way through games you may or may not recognize to earn enough save tokens to get home. I am your host and DM, Shawn.
My name is Jared, and I'm playing Krongus.
Hi, I'm Jake, and I'm playing Beezow, Hornpub.
I'm Joe, and I'm playing Stumbleton, Rawtoe, Rockefeller.
And I'm Crystal, and I'm playing Leon Spangle.
Yay!
Woo! We're back.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Hello. By now, the first episode has gone live, and so I hope you guys enjoyed it, those that are listening. Now you're on episode 7. Have
we really done this 7 times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 times.
So little save tokens.
7 times. Isn't that wild? Okay, so what do you guys remember from last session?
We unionized a factory.
That's the primary thing I recall.
It's number 1 on the list.
Instigated a political uprising because now they want Krongus for mayor.
The people
We beat
want
up a
Krongus.
guy named Mitch.
I healed Anthony, didn't I? I healed him.
You did.
Oh, yeah.
You healed
He
Anthony.
fixed his little femur, his little bird femur.
I fixed his little bird femurs
Oh, Anthony.
with the power of song.
Forgot you did that. That was real sweet. But the main things, so we beat up Bam and his dumb friends. We really beat up one of his friends.
Oh yeah.
We gave him like
Oh my God.
Yeah.
3 shitters.
That's what you get when you fight in the park.
To be clear, we didn't kill anybody. We just maimed
You
them
roughed them
horribly. We roughed them
What
up.
moida?
I'm pretty sure at one point Jake stabbed them, but
Yeah, well,
like...
We encountered a hit person named Glitch, and we slapped the glitch out of him.
Oh yeah. We
You
glitch
did.
slapped him.
I believe that's where
Yeah.
we left off, with somebody executing that Mitch guy.
Oh my God.
That got me. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So, yeah, the episode started with you guys beating up Bam and his crew. You guys got to know Anthony a little bit more after you helped heal him. And you learned that Bam and Anthony were both parts of the Knights of the Evening Star, which is this sort of like group of knights that served this city that you guys are currently in for a while. You also found out about the old mayor, whose name was Lizzie, who got sick and passed away. And that's when the old mayor took over. And since then, the old mayor has sort of clouded everybody's minds, it seems, and he's sort of in some shady deals that you guys don't really agree with. Then we went and we passed by a factory, and Krongus started a union. Everybody seemed to really back him and believed in him.
We're all proud of our boy.
There was a newspaper boy at the outside of the building he started making posters for Krongus for mayor that were drawings that he made. After you guys passed all of that, you went back to the rail to see seeing Rodney at the rail, and he was acting kind of funny. He was stuttering. He seemed to be moving weird, and there was something not quite right about his appearance. And you guys quickly noticed that this was not Rodney. This was a person that was coming to attack you named Glitch, who was sent by the Master of Games. But you guys just absolutely destroyed Glitch, who exploded into a bunch of items which everybody picked up. You guys then found Rodney, who was tied up behind the bar, and he was freaked out, but he promised you guys a place to sleep, and everybody took a long rest at the rail. And that was where we left off.
Tight.
All right, here we are.
So since we took the long rest, everybody is fully healed. Everybody gets all their spell slots back. So make sure you have all of that updated. in your sheets. Everybody got some new items. I think we have those all equipped. We got Krongus got another piece of his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles weapons. Rawtoe got his pants of growing.
Damn right.
Leon got the Ring of Minor Polymorph,
So
which was cool. And then, of course, Beezow got his Chilled Greatsword. Okay.
I just want to say as a quick aside, I apparently had a light crossbow this whole time. So now that's equipped.
Why would you need a crossbow when you have ice breath?
The thing about Beezow is that he has a greatsword, and more often than not, Jake's like, I want to hit it.
Yeah.
I just go up to it and punch it.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure he threw a bottle of liquor at Glitch.
I sure did.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, everybody's taking their long rest at the rail, right? And I believe everybody leveled up. Everybody's good with that. So everyone awakes to loud knocks on the door. This is a Frost Raven sheriff. Open the door, Rodney. You guys all kind of look around to each other, and Rodney comes scuttling in the room, and he looks at everyone, and he's like, everyone hide. I'll stall the sheriff, but he's gonna want to look around. And he starts walking down the stairs, and he goes, I'm coming, Bucky, I'm coming. Rodney makes his way down to the door, and he lets the sheriff inside. What would you guys like to do? Do you want to hide? Do you want to sit there and see what's going on with the sheriff?
Should we roll initiative for
I'll tell you
order?
that Rodney's advice is to hide.
What does the room look like? Is it like just a standard bedroom?
Standard bedroom. So everybody, it's kind of split into like 3 rooms. There is a bed, a small closet. There's a window that goes to the outside. So you're more than welcome to try and hide anywhere that you guys would like. And all of the rooms are basically set up the same.
Realistically, what I think Krongus would do is kind of like squat down and look around the room, and he'll see a lamp, and he'll go and like stand behind that lamp very rigidly so that his face is covered by the lampshade, but the rest of him is very clearly just back there.
Okay. So Krongus is choosing to hide.
And we're in different rooms?
Yeah. I'm going to say that Stumbleton and Leon are sharing a room.
Okay. But Krongus and I have our own room.
Correct.
Okay. I'm just going to get under my bed.
Like under the covers or like hide under the bed?
Under the frame of the bed.
Gotcha, okay.
Grab a weapon and just sidle under there.
Ugh, even in this game, we have to share a room.
Beezow is choosing to hide as well.
Can I look out the window to see if there's a ledge to stand on?
Sure. You look out the window, and you're pretty high up. There's nowhere for you to like drop down to. The only thing that you could do is like hold on to the edge of the outside of the windowsill if you wanted to try.
Ooh, that's
but it would be difficult, and there is a sheriff searching for you.
I'll hang out of the window. Two-handed.
Okay, sure. Gotcha.
I'm strong.
Oh my god.
I'm strong.
Wow. There's already
I have
so
pants
much
now.
Yeah, and they make you tall.
Damn right.
Leon, what are you doing?
You can.
Hang out the window with me.
Yeah, I feel like everybody else is hiding, and I'm just kind of frozen with indecision. So I think I'm gonna just like wait and see what happens, thinking that I can rely on being charming if something happens to me.
Gotcha. Okay. So, what I would like is to have everyone who is hiding roll me a stealth check.
I've got 9 + 2.
17.
I've got a 13 + 2.
Okay. And Leon, you're not going to roll a stealth check because you're not even hiding.
That's a really shaped lamp.
I'm surprised you didn't use your animal ring already.
I'm fiddling with it, but I'm still deciding because, truthfully, I'm thinking about it, but I'm like, if I turn into a bug, I can hide real good, but then birds might eat me.
Wait until the cop sees you and then use it.
That's what I'm trying to decide when to strike here.
Are there a lot of birds in this hotel room with us?
So
everyone is a bird.
Guys, this isn't a hotel. You guys are in the rail, right? You guys aren't in a hotel. You're in the rail. Rodney was nice enough to let you guys stay here into his personal rooms that he has upstairs. So there isn't a lot of people in here, but as you guys are going to hide, you start hearing a lot of footsteps enter this building.
Oh, shit.
And you hear Rodney talking to the sheriff, whose name is Bucky. And Bucky says, "Rodney, listen, there was a crowd of people cheering for a tall green guy, and we have several witnesses that say they saw them come in here last night." Rodney's like, "You can't prove anything. They were good people. You don't know what you're talking about." And Bucky's like, "Rodney, these men beat poor Bam, Steve, and Chris to the brink of death. They are worried that they may not even be able to race today." And so you guys hear those footsteps shuffle in, and there seems like to be a bunch of people now in the bottom of this area. And you're hearing them push things around and furniture moving. And I'll tell you now that for this stealth check, you guys had to pass an 18. So everybody has failed their stealth check. So the doors open up to everybody's rooms, and you hear people yelling and shouting to get down, and everybody is smothered by at least 4 different people. I would say that you can try and roll strength if you want, but you guys are all being overwhelmed. It's not something that you can just sort of escape from.
I can't roll deception and say I'm a window washer?
So they know exactly what you look like. So unfortunately, Krongus kind of was hidden the best. So they bust into Leon and Stumbleton's room, and Leon's kind of frozen in fear, and so they just quickly grab him and they bring him downstairs. Stumbleton, you're kind of hanging out of the window, and a bird at the top grabs your fingers and flips them down, and you start falling, and 2 other birds catch you and they pull you around to their cart as well. Beezow, you're hiding under the bed, and you looked pretty good, but unfortunately your tail was sticking out. So they grab you by your tail, and you're kind of like scratching, and 2 other birds grab your arms and kind of force you behind. And of course, Krongus is in his own room, and they spend a good amount of time searching for Krongus. They're just kind of like, "Oh my god, like he's big and green. Like, where did this guy go?" And then somebody's like, "It's kind of dark in here. Turn on the light." And so they go to pull on the light, and nothing happens. And they yank on the chain a couple times, and then another guy's like, "Oh, it's not plugged in." And so they go to plug it in. And then Krongus gets like a little electric shock, and they're like, "Hey, wait a second!" And so it takes a lot of birds to get Krongus. So there's like 4 people grabbing him. So everybody here, all of you guys, you get cuffed. You get metal shackles around your wrists, and you guys are placed inside of a paddy wagon. And when you look, you're in like. You guys are being ushered out to this paddy wagon that's in the middle of the street, and everybody in town is looking at you guys and seeing this happen to you.
Oh no!
And as you guys are getting loaded in to this paddy wagon, you hear a familiar voice say, "Well, well, well, Sheriff, it seems you found the ruffians who attacked my innocent staff members." And the crowd starts to form behind Mayor Hoffman, who has said this to the sheriff. And he kind of turns and he looks at the crowd, and he says, "Look at what happens when we allow these strangers into our lands." And then from out behind him, you guys see as Bam, Chris, and Steve, who were the other birds that you picked up, and they're all banged and bruised. You see that Bam has a bandage around his arm. Steve, who got the buzz cut, has bandages around his midsection, and Chris is sitting in a wooden wheelchair. "These dastardly mongrels brought trouble to this here town. They started filling our wonderful factory members' heads with lies. Only the mayor can keep you protected from such evil. And as he says that, and as the crowd sees everybody hears a gasp go across the crowd.
With all due respect, Mr. Mayor, your friends were talking some mad S.
So, Jared, this is great because I want to give you an opportunity to try to control the crowd.
Okay.
So, I'd like you to roll a persuasion check.
Okay. 12.
12. Okay. So, you can tell that, like, when you first start your speech, there's, like, quite a few people that are kind of vibing with what you're saying, but then they all kind of get confused about what talking smack is. And they're like, what? That doesn't even make sense. They all speak common. I don't understand. So the mayor is going to roll a persuasion check as well. And the mayor has a +5 to his persuasion. Let's see. Okay. So the mayor rolled a 19. So as he's talking, he seems to get more and more people engaged in what he's saying, and he looks and the crowd actually starts to boo the paddy wagon. They're all upset. They seem to be focused on you, and the mayor raises his hands and he says, "My great people, watch how I will take care of you." And the mayor puts his hands on Bam's damaged arm, and a light shines, and Bam's eyes open wide. He's like, holy shit, my arm doesn't hurt anymore. Oh my god. The mayor lays his hands on Steve and Chris, and again a light shines. And Steve is like, wait, which one had the buzz cut? Hold on. Yeah, Steve. Steve is like, this is gonna be so hard. Steve is like, whoa, dude, my body's healed. And Chris, he's kind of dumbfounded. He's sitting in a wooden wheelchair, and he kind of shakily he stands on his feet, and has this look of amazement, and suddenly the crowd erupts in cheers, and everybody is screaming, and they're so excited and happy. And the mayor says, "People of Foss Raven, I, Mayor Hoffman, am a man of the people, and you are all my people." And again, people start screaming and cheering and screaming and cheering. The mayor turns to the sheriff and he says, "Sheriff, take these people to the jailhouse." And everybody's screaming and cheering for the mayor, and the sheriff cracks the whip of his horse, and you guys feel yourself in the paddy wagon start to move.
Is the sheriff's name Bucky Vlasic? And he's like a pickle heron?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Are we already away from the crowd? We can't do anything?
You guys have started to move away from the crowd, and you're on your way to the jailhouse.
Okay. Can I yell out to the crowd and try to start a Krongus chant?
Sure.
Awesome.
That ship has sailed.
So what I want you to do is Joe, you're gonna roll persuasion at disadvantage, okay? Because the mayor has already won them over. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll twice, and we're gonna take your lowest roll.
That's a pretty good roll.
That's a pretty good roll.
That's not a good roll.
There it is. There it is.
So I'm just yelling, Krongus! Krongus! It's not even like ringing.
So Joe, do you want to say what you rolled?
He's right here. Why are you yelling at him?
Gets the people
Joe,
going.
do you want to say what you rolled?
I rolled a 5. A 3 plus 2.
Yeah,
My first
okay.
roll, though, was a natural
So-
20 plus 2. So that felt pretty good.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I had the courage.
That would have been
and then
good.
Nothing
Awesome.
good came out of it. It's like when you think you can do
Right.
karaoke, but then
So-
you don't.
You started like yelling Krongus, but it was like right as he cracked the whip and the horse whinnied. So like nobody heard you at all, except for everybody in the paddy wagon, and it didn't catch on. Unfortunately, nobody saw
Not even
that.
Krongus?
So
I was nodding my head
Well, you
along
can-
to that, oblivious to really anything else that's happening. I was very happy that you were chanting my name. And kind of just like, yeah.
Just like, wait, what? What's
Yeah,
up? What's
that's
up?
me.
Every time I say it.
That's
I
Krongus'
know
name.
him. So you guys make it to the jailhouse and you get escorted out of the paddy wagon and you're all thrown into one small cell. The sheriff walks over to a small table, and now when you guys were taken from fucking
The rail.
what's the bartender's name?
Rodney.
Rodney.
Rodney, that's his name. Dude, they all should just be named Bucky. Okay. So when you guys were taken from Rodney's the rail, right, the bar, the rail, all of your gear was confiscated, including the boards that you guys were given from the factory.
Damn.
So the sheriff is putting all of your belongings into a large chest that's at the front of the jailhouse, right next to a small table.
Today is the race, right?
That's correct.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So,
Do I still have my ring? I would have been wearing that.
So, yeah, you would have been wearing that, so I will give that to you.
Do I still have pants?
Stumbleton does still have the... Stumbleton still has his pants, yes.
Heck
Good for
yeah.
Stumbleton.
Good for me.
But all
for
weapons were confiscated.
All weapons were confiscated.
Okay.
And, like, if you had a shield, that was taken too, but, like, you know, whatever.
And if you had, say, a blanket...
They took your blanket.
Oh.
Fuck.
Your
But what if I get
messed up.
chilly?
How will I throw it over the guards' faces so I can find a key?
So, the sheriff walks up to you guys in your cell, and he says, "Now listen, by orders of the mayor, you are all to remain here for a week. After that, you guys are going to be banned from the town." He walks to the cell and gestures for you guys to put your cuffed hands out of the bars. And as you do, he unlocks all of the shackles, so you guys are now free of your shackles.
Perfect.
How long do you plan to keep us here?
I just told you, if you're here for a week.
When he takes my shackles off, I instantly do 2 middle fingers as I'm walking backwards. I flipped him the birds.
Yeah, as you do that, Joe, you see his 2 middle feathers come out too, and he says, "Many blessings to you as well."
Can I roll for religion?
Bird law is confusing.
Bird law.
So, can everybody roll me a perception check?
Not good.
10 plus 3.
Krongus is.
Got a 13.
4. That tracks.
I got a 9.
Turn to everybody I'm like, how long do you think he plans to keep us here?
Fuck's sake, dude. I rolled a
Damn,
3.
Leon.
I don't know what's going on, guys.
Leon, you're really too distraught about seeing your prized possession of your blanket be locked in that chest
And my loot,
that you're
presumably.
not paying attention.
Well, I was
And your
wondering about
everything,
that.
yeah.
Ah, shit. We don't get any shanties.
So, you're too distracted to really pay attention. Krongus, very very similar to you. You're kind of just vibing. You're not too worried about it. And they did have to use 2 pairs of shackles for you because you're so like large. But yeah, and Beezow, I think you're kind of focused more on like scoping out the room, that you don't really see it as well. But Stumbleton, you look on the sheriff, and he has the same pin for the Knights of the Evening Star that you saw Bam wearing, and you've seen others wear as well.
Oh my god.
Such as Anthony.
Guys.
But so listen, Stumbleton, you're the only one that noticed, so that information is for you to decide.
Guys, real quick here. I'm noticing on the sheriff, he has that same symbol that asshole from the skate park was wearing. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like there's something deeper in this town, and I think the cop is dirty. If you couldn't tell by us being arrested.
He did smell pretty bad.
Yes, he is. Good one. Good observation, Krongus.
I can't wait for somebody to edit together a Krongus compilation.
I know.
Just like my approach to all of this is like, what's the least helpful thing that I can add to this conversation?
So fun.
Guys, do you think I should ask him real quick to see, like, to get some more information about that symbol? I know we kind of understand a little bit of what it is and the competition that's coming up, but should I, like, try to get some more information, maybe make a friend?
We should approach him from a sympathetic angle, like mention Anthony or Bam and his relation to them.
That's right.
We should bring it up. We should try and sweet talk this guy.
We definitely should. All right. Yeah, Shawn, that's what I want to do. I want to talk to him. I want to talk to the mans.
So the sheriff has kind of like gone back to the table that's beside the chest, and he's kind of like sorting things out and writing things down. So you try to get his attention?
Yeah. Caca! Caca!
Racist.
He kind of like looks up like what the heck was that?
And then
Leon flows a double.
and then I
he gets up and he's
instantly go to this, and I'll be like, "Hey, you remember when I blessed you so much? Double blessings."
Yeah, he looks really confused because like in their culture, you really only do that once and then it's kind of done. So
Leon's nudging everyone like, "Come on, do it. We're gonna butter him up."
Okay, so he's like, "Okay, yes, many blessings to you as well. Is there some problem? What's up?"
I was just wondering, like, Bam is a really good friend of ours. I'm not sure what happened, but somehow one of his friends got shinned twice. Not sure, wasn't us. I don't know who told you it was us, but I just want you to know I'm down with the symbol clan.
Okay, so Joe, why don't you, or Rawtoe, why don't you roll me a deception check?
I'm so deceptive. Oh my god, 18 plus 2!
Okay.
Wow.
So, the sheriff, Bucky, he's the one that's actually named Bucky. You can tell that he kind of looks immediately uncomfortable with what you're saying. And he's like, he just kind of shakes his head and he's like, "He got to another one."
What that means.
He's like, "Listen, kid." He looks at you and he's like, "Listen, kid. Bam ain't all he's cracked up to be, all right?"
I know. We beat him
But
up.
his
We
shins
didn't beat him
are
up.
though.
Somebody beat him
No.
up, and we saw somebody beat him up. And if I show you a magic trick, will you let us go?
A magic trick?
I can grow 2 feet taller if you turn around for like 5 seconds.
If I turn around, you're going to grow tall.
But
Son, do you think I was?
but if
Son, do you think I was born yesterday?
I don't know how birds age, all right? But I just want you to know that if you turn around and you turn back around, the full 360, right? You do 180, pause, 180, look at me, I'll be taller. And if I am, you should let us go.
Is there a reason why I have to turn around?
A magician never reveals his secrets.
Yeah, exactly. Or you could stay there, but Krongus, I'm going to need you to stand in front of me for like 5 seconds.
Got it.
But do we have a deal? Bucky?
No.
Okay.
No. Absolutely
Why
not.
not? I thought we were friends.
You guys
He's bluffing.
Listen.
It's a deal.
I am not about to risk my life by letting you forego.
What?
All I have to do is keep you here for 1 week, and then the mayor has banished you guys from the town.
Who's threatening your life?
Don't worry about it, okay? You guys, listen, guys.
About it.
You don't want to get wrapped up in this, okay?
I think we're already pretty
just
wrapped
stick
up.
here.
Hey, I'm worried about it. I'm worried about it too.
And then you guys are good.
What if one of my friends does a magic trick, and in the span of 5 seconds, they can be 2 feet taller. Does that work? Guys, I need
this whole
help
time
here.
Leon is
That's all I got.
Leon is staring. Leon is staring in the corner of the room like a dog who knows you're talking about it and is trying to pretend that they don't know.
Pretending to take a nap.
So,
just so nervous.
Bucky gets so frustrated and like annoyed that you just don't seem to be getting that he's like trying to be nice to you, and he's just like, I don't know what to do here. And then all of a sudden the door to the jail opens up, and another bird person comes in, and he's like, boss, come quick. And Bucky turns around, he's like, what's going on? Then the guy who kicked in the door says, the mayor needs you to arrest another person. Turns out there was a little boy selling posters of the Green Giant one. The mayor has ordered that you pick him up immediately. And
he's our minister of propaganda.
Bucky like looks down and he's like, oh shit. And he turns to all of you guys and he points at you guys and he's like, don't start any trouble. Just stay here a week and you'll be free to leave. Then he like takes out a cigarette and he lights it up. It's like a really thin cigarette. He takes like a long drag and blows out a bunch of smoke. And then he like, you can see he's like trying to like center himself. And then he walks out the door and the other bird follows behind him.
Hey, that's like really bad for you. Hello?
Do you want me to smush that for you?
You want me to smush that for you?
All right.
Unfortunately, he was out of earshot before you could say that.
Before we do anything, can I try and take a good look at his replacement guard?
There was no replacement guard. He left.
Oh, the guy who alerted him didn't stay. Okay.
Yeah, he walked out with him. So you guys are in this jail right now with in your cell.
I like to think that the cigarettes were called macaws or like canaries. But
yeah, I can't think of a good bird pun. I'm not good at bird puns. Canonically.
Do you guys want to see a magic trick?
Hang on a second, guys. We gotta get to this fucking race if we want to get that save token and get out of this game, because it's stressing me out. What? Is there a key around here? Like...
Why don't you roll a perception check?
Okay, 19.
Very good perception check.
What do you see?
And anybody's welcome to roll a perception check if they'd like, by the way.
I shake Leon by the shoulders. I'm like, you gotta get us out of this. We're too stupid to figure this out.
All right. I'm freaking out, but we could get something. Listen, I have this ring. They didn't take my ring away. I can turn into some kind of animal that can fit between these bars. And if there's a key in here, I could just go get it. But I don't have a lot of time. So I'm trying to see if there's a key around or if I should just go get our belongings or like, what's the plan here? I'm a doer, not a thinker. Someone tell me what to do.
Turn into a herring and we can kind of flip you like a whip and try to get a ring off something.
I'm not gonna be a fish. There's no
right,
water in
ring
it.
off
Don't
of
listen to
something?
him. First order of business.
A ring of keys.
I roll a 4 for perception, so I think I'm just on the other side of the room staring at the bars, and I'm like, there's a weird cage on the front of this room.
Oh, guys, I got a nat 20 with 2 for the perception.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Okay, so that's great. So 2 really good perception checks. So, Krongus, you explained what you did. Stumbleton, you're still trying to work out this. You're trying to work out this magic trick bit, like how it's gonna work for you guys in the long run.
At some point,
so the whole time they're looking around, you're still like workshopping this idea.
I'm trying to understand if I put on the pants, if I become hotter, like if I become like sexy, if I get taller.
Well, you can test that on us
So-
later.
You're even more handsome than before.
So, this is what I have to edit out all the time. You guys are like being funny, and I'm like, okay. So, Beezow and Leon, you guys both got really good perception checks. So, you guys look around and you see that there are other cells with other people in them. You see,
Hello?
you see one cell with a young red bird. You see another cell with an old gray bird. And then in the third cell, you see an older looking yellow bird, but that bird has a bag over its head.
Oh my god.
Is it sleeping?
Yeah. And Beezow,
There's birds
because
in
your perception check was so good, you also notice that there are small metal candle holders that are attached to the outside of the walls that are kind of lighting the room so you guys can see what's going on. And you can see that the yellow bird is kind of like twitching. He just like, it's not like he's like freaking out, but he's just like can't sit still, sort of type of deal.
Is that the
Alright.
one with the bag over his head?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I have some thoughts, but first of all, I'm just gonna strike a conversation here. I'm gonna
Okay.
just kind of stick my arms out the gate a little bit and try to lean my face on the bars and talk to Redbird. Say,
Okay.
How long you been in the slammer? What are you in for?
So she looks at you and she looks like kind of panicked. And she's like, I have been in here for 3 weeks. You have to get me out of here. I'm innocent.
Well, considering that we all are too, I'm inclined to believe you.
She's like kind of like looking at the bars and she's kind of like trying to pull them, but like, you know, they're made out of metal, so nothing's moving.
I'm wondering how much control I have over my tail / how long it is. If I
would
wanted
say,
to get at these candle hooks, could I like reach them?
oh, you could reach them with your hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could reach them with your hand.
All right, noted.
Yep. So she's kind of like pulling at the bars and she's like, yeah, I used to own the bakery in town and apparently I didn't pay the proper amount of taxes, so now I'm here for 3 weeks. Beezow, will you roll an insight check for me?
Yeah, dog. Anytime. 19 plus 2.
Okay, so you can tell that the way that she's acting and the way that she's talking, that this red bird is kind of hiding something.
Okay. I'm gonna gloss over that for now, and just
Okay.
keep the conversation going. So, okay, I've seen a little bit of that kind of thing around here going on. What can you tell me about Twitchy over there with the bag?
Yeah, is that just how you guys sleep in the clink? Because you're birds?
Smooth.
That guy's been here longer than I have, and I've never heard him say a word. I don't know anything about that guy.
Yeah.
To be truthful, my main goal is to get out of here.
Okay.
So what happened to you guys?
Well, we got jumped by some of the mayor's cronies because we wanted to enter this the competition. What is the competition called?
Takes race.
The takes race.
Cronies.
And I don't think the mayor took kindly to that, so he sicked his cronies on us. We beat the snot out of them, and here we are.
So wait, so you guys fought the mayor's cronies?
Oh yeah, we kicked the shit out of Bam.
Oh, great. Yes. I hate those guys. Listen, my name's Darla. What's your guys' name?
Beezow. The one
I'm
where you're
Leon.
drooling out of both sides of his mouth. That's Krongus.
My teeth are huge. My lips can't hold anything in.
That's how we know the ground is level. I've stopped introducing people.
She's like, wow, it's really great to meet you guys. Man, I hate the mayor. And she kind of like looks off in the distance for a second. And then she kind of like puts her hands down in frustration. She's like, I've got to get out of here.
Listen, I think it's pretty clear we hate the mayor too. I think there's something you're not telling me. It might behoove you to let us know. I don't have a feeling we're gonna be in here much longer, if you catch my drift.
Darla like puts her hands down and like lets out like a really big breath. And she says, the mayor is out of control. He is stealing money from the people and locking up anyone that speaks out against him. The previous mayor, Lizzie, she was my older sister. I can't prove it, but I just know her death was caused by that bastard. When I get out of here, I'm going to kill the mayor.
Oh, God.
You guys look, as she looks at you when she says that, you can tell that she means exactly what she says.
She said the
I walk
B
over
word.
to Beezow, and I'm like, Beezow, ask her about the symbol on their lapels or shirts. What? Chests? I don't know if they're wearing clothes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're pins.
So I noticed Bucky, he had the pin of the Knights of the something star. You know about that? What was that all about?
The Knights of the Evening Star. When they were controlled by my sister, it actually meant something. There was honor between those men. With this mayor, it's just a glorified bully who just does the bidding of whatever the mayor wants.
Are any of the members of this coalition still loyal to your sister? Or are they all kind of gone crooked?
After Lizzie passed away, there were many that held up, that still believed in her and believed in her vision. Anthony Falcon was one. You guys may have met him.
Yeah, that guy's dope. My friend healed his femur
and-
with a song.
Yeah, I healed him.
Anthony Falcon has been healed?
Yeah.
More or
Big
less.
time.
He's still old as
Oh
hell.
my god.
Emotionally, though.
Guys, this bird loves us.
So
We couldn't heal
you
the
can
passage
tell
of
that
time.
you can tell that Darla you can tell that Darla's really excited by the fact that Anthony Falcon has been healed somehow. That's a huge deal to her. She's like, this is fantastic news. If he's really the only one who stands a chance of going against the mayor in any sort of race, this is perfect. If I take care of the mayor, then the townspeople can rally behind Anthony Falcon, and we can go on to the world that it was before. Everything will be fixed. This is amazing. Believe it or not, there are others that did still believe in my sister's values. Bucky used to be one of them as well. Bucky even he never got rid of his pin. He still wears it even though he's no longer a member.
Interesting.
Have you talked much with Bucky since you got thrown in here?
If you do the mayor's biddings, you are of no friend to me. I just won't talk to him.
Fair enough.
How petty. So
Petty bird.
during
petty
this,
bird.
I'm thinking about, isn't it an idea if I use my Ray of Frost on the bars and then have Krongus use his strong-ass kick to break the bars when they're frozen?
I think we need a plan here. They're just
So-
gonna put us in another
It's either
cell.
that or a magic trick.
I feel like we're gonna try
Did I
something
mention
really
I could get
stupid
taller?
to physically bust out of here sooner or later, but we should bark up these conversational trees a little while longer before we
I'm just currently just going like
what's
this.
the red bird's name?
I'm just putting my hand towards the bar.
Just wind it up. I'm gonna make these fuckers so cold.
I'm just like lining up like the angle of Krongus's kick to the bar and like
Sizing
I
it
notice
up.
he's doing that and it gives me anxiety, so I try to speed up the conversation. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, Greybird, old Greybird.
The red bird's name is Darla.
Thank you.
Old Greybird is who you're moved on your conversation to?
I'm asking Darla. I'm kind of trying to
Okay.
keep it hush with Darla for now, but do you know anything about this bloke over here?
That guy is a weirdo. He talks to the guards a lot. I do not trust him. But hey, you could try talking to him yourself.
Can he hear everything
Sounds
we're
like
saying?
a good scapegoat candidate. No, I'm trying to talk quiet if that's worth anything.
Okay, so you can tell actually that because you rolled a 19, Leon, you see him, and he is not focused on you at all. He seems to be fiddling with the locking mechanism of his cell.
Hey, you trying to pick the lock over there?
He's like just completely ignoring you. He's like so focused on his task that he's not really even sure that you're talking to him.
Hey, bud.
I snork a big fat hot loogie and try my
man.
best to shoot it not at him but into his cell to get his attention.
Okay, roll me a let's see, what should that be?
A hork check.
I just love the theme of spitting the last couple of episodes.
I love spitting, dude. Spitting's always funny to me.
I think that because that's sort of like, that's technically a sport of like seeing how far you can spit. I'm going to say that that's an athletics check.
Yeah, okay. I agree with that.
12. So you hawk that loogie and it does go into his cell. So Darla her cell was sort of like across the way and one over. His is like directly across from you guys.
Oh.
So you spit and it goes into his cell and he's like, oh, what the hell? What's going on? What are you guys even doing?
Any luck with that lock? Asked you a question.
What lock? I'm not doing anything to a lock. What are you guys talking about? I'm not...
Hey, I don't
What
see
lock?
a guard here, Jumpy. Just trying to make conversation.
We would obviously also like to get unlocked.
Yeah.
No shame.
You guys are... I don't...
We're
Listen,
kind of
I
in the
don't
same
get it. I
boat
don't know
here,
what you
guy.
guys are
It's called
talking about.
prison.
Oh, that sucks for all of us. Yeah, I'm stuck here. That's awful.
Oh, screw this guy.
He's a narc.
How long have you been here?
A long time. Just... And he's still like working on his thing.
You're
just
in
totally,
plain
dismissing-
view.
We see you.
Hey.
So, Leon, how about you roll me an intimidation check?
Oh boy. But I'm just a little guy.
We should, I mean...
Just a little guy.
19.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Listen.
Hey!
So, you're kind of sharp, like, we can all see you. Like, kind of, he goes, whoa. And you see that inside of his cell, he's dropped a key.
Oh, shit. He's startled
And
the
he's
key
like,
at him.
Okay, fine. I swiped the key off one of the guards. I'm getting the hell out of here.
You're gonna let us all out too?
You're gonna need the muscle.
I
squeeze Krongus'
listen, guys.
bicep to demonstrate the strength.
Wait, you're telling us you had a key
If you want-
and it still took you that long to open the door?
They don't have thumbs.
I have feathers for fingers.
We've got like so many fingers between all of us.
Yeah, this guy in particular
Oh.
is very dexterous.
So he likes the way that you're talking, but why don't you roll me a persuasion check?
We got so many fingers, always
Okay.
get some.
Guys.
28!
Oh my god.
Man, Leon can't fight for
Damn.
shit, but he's having a good talk in jail.
Honeyed words.
All right.
Prison life fits you well.
So,
If I had a nickel.
so the guy is like, all right. I'm going to get myself out of here, and I'll help get you guys out of here. But that's it. Then we're done. You go your way, I go mine. It's like we were never here.
I lean over to Beezow. I'm like, if he's lying, I'm gonna turn into a bird-eating spider. And I'm
That's
gonna
poetic, but I don't think that'll be necessary.
eat him. I just want you to know that I can do that.
Guys,
Alright, well I think that's badass. Let's proceed.
guys, I got my
Okay.
I got my growing trick in my back pocket in case, just for like a backup plan. Like I can distract him a little bit if he tries to screw us over.
I'm sure that will come up at some point. You will
He'll at least do a
probably
double
be
take.
It's gonna be perfect.
All right. If this guy, it narcs on us, or if he tries to slip away, just let's all agree to try and get that key from him, so we can at least help Darla.
That's what I'm saying.
Agreed.
I can buy us time.
Okay.
Darla kind of hears you two talking. She's like, he has a key?
Oops.
She's like, for God's sakes, Jeff. And so Jeff, like, he starts working at the key again. He's like, so my name is Jeff. Nice to meet you. So he opens the door and he slides it open. He lets himself out. And he sees that you guys are still obviously locked in the cage. And so he's like looking at his key and he's looking at you guys. And he starts walking towards the large chest. And he pushes the key inside and it fits and unlocks the giant chest.
Oh, God.
He looks and he pulls out this blanket.
Oh no.
And he folds it up and he's like, oh, this is nice.
Oh, no.
Hey.
That's really nice.
Hey,
Hey.
fuckhead.
Yeah? What?
You think just because you kickflip the LA River, you can help yourself to my friend's blanket?
That's my blanket.
Whoa. You think I'm just going to let you out for free?
Oh, that's it.
Oh, he's dead. Can I say something? Look,
Yep.
if you're gonna take something, just don't take my priceless greatsword, okay? The one that's not icy, that's an heirloom.
Oh.
It's worth so
And he,
much
like,
money, right?
Yeah, like all of it's like a dowry from my grandpa.
Oh my god.
Beezow, roll a deception check.
Why are you from Brooklyn all of a sudden?
It's a character choice.
Okay.
It's happening slowly. That's a terrible deception attempt.
Oh no.
He like looks at the sword and he can see that it's like kind of rusted and not quite what he hoped for. So he then picks up the icy one and he's like, now this is cool.
Fuck, good thing I have two.
He's waving the ice sword around and he's like, swords were never my thing. And he puts it back and he picks up he scoops up at the bottom all of the gold that you guys have picked up along the way.
I don't give a shit about that.
And he's like, this seems like fair payment for a key, don't you think?
Sure.
5 gold.
You can't take it with you.
No, it's like 40 to 50 gold because of your performance at the bar at
Oh, right.
Rodney's.
Okay, so I turn to Leon and I say really quietly, Leon, this might be time to use the ring. I can freeze him with my hand, and you can go through the gate and grab the key and everything else. But you might have to fist fight him when he unfreezes.
I'm really bad at that, man. Do we just let him take the gold?
I don't know. I mean, we could.
I also have ice breath.
If
you miss.
There we go. Or we let him take it and we skate our hearts out to get that money.
Yeah, we'll flay him. We'll chase him down and kill him.
I meant competing,
So,
but
so Jeff picks up the gold and he starts walking out with it. He's like, put it all in his sack. And he's like, it was a pleasure doing business with you guys. And he throws the key just outside of your cell. And he opens the door and runs away.
Okay.
oh god.
Can we reach the key?
I would say let's do, if anybody would like to reach the key, let's do, because you're stretching so far to try and reach it, let's do an acrobatics check.
I'm gonna opt out because I'm little.
Krongus have long arm.
I rolled a 19 acrobatics check.
Oh my god!
Dang!
This is
21.
happy
just kicked
Spangle
real
there.
We can all just hang out.
So,
I should
Beezow
like reach
was
out
like
like fucking
two-
prick.
Beezow tried to grab it and like sort of missed and like bonked his head on the rails, but like he played it off really cool, like it didn't like he didn't do that because nobody else noticed. Krongus picks up Leon by the belt and reaches his hand out, and Leon like extends his hand just perfectly to get his hand on the key. And so Leon, you have the key to the cell.
Ew.
All right.
I unlock our cell.
Okay, so normally for like if you were lockpicking or something, you would have to roll sleight of hand. But because you have the key, the door to the cell opens up perfectly. You swing open the door, and Darla's kind of on the other side. Her eyes are huge. She's like, "Open up the cell! Open up the cell!"
I turn to Beezow. I'm like, did we make a call on this one yet? Are we doing this?
I'm saying, she's volatile. She wants to kill the mayor, but I think we should let her go. But more importantly, I think we gotta act fast and try and catch up with that douche who just stole all our stuff. So give somebody slow the key and get him.
Who's fast? I got 25 feet.
Yeah, who's fast?
I'm the fastest.
So as you guys are kind of talking and deciding what to do, the yellow bird that's in the other cell, he's like, "Who's there? Where are you? Get me out of here!
Oh, now
I'm
he
innocent.
pipes up.
I'm innocent."
All right, this
What are
creep
you in
probably
for?
deserves the time of day too.
Yeah, let's give all the creeps the time of day.
The mayor accused me of attacking a guard, and I didn't. Please get me out of here.
What did you do?
I just bumped into him. It was an accident, and all of a sudden I'm in jail with a bag over my head.
Can you just take that off at any time?
No.
What is
You
it,
look
glued
down.
on?
You look down, and he is still shackled.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It was a rude question.
Okay.
I give Beezow the key because I'm indecisive.
All right, you guys somebody needs to get a move on anyway.
I feel like Stumbleton should go catch the guy. That was something
Yeah,
he felt
yeah.
passionate
Maybe-
I got my
maybe
ring
you
of
can use the
jumping.
magic trick.
I'll go with him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Jump after
Okay,
him.
I'm gonna chase after the guy with the gold. I'm leaving.
I'm going too.
Okay, so you open the door, and you guys go ahead and roll me on an investigation
I'm very
check.
fast. And I'm not good. I'm
Ugh,
not very good at
I got
investigating.
A 9 + 1 is a 10.
5.
So you guys can't really see which way that Jeff seemed to have run. There's also just like no one around this area. Like it seems to be dead quiet around the jail.
Okay, Krongus, we need to split up. And by split up, I mean we have to go separate directions. Not to be condescending, but...
Got it.
Can we split up, Shawn, and both run and go search?
So you absolutely can. However, to remind you of what Krongus reminded you guys of earlier, you guys are waiting to join the takes race,
Yeah.
and the race is happening soon, and you need to have a team of 5 people. So you're kind of in this position where you don't really want to split up in this moment. However, you can if you want to, and we can just improv our way through it.
Can you?
I'd say don't go far, but you guys should definitely check, see if we can catch this
At
guy.
least go around
Can
the
you
block,
remind
right?
me? Did he take anything besides the money?
He just took the money.
Is there an
He
entrance
said
fee?
that fighting really wasn't for him, and he put the blanket back too.
Oh, see, I don't care about the
That's
money
fair.
because
Yeah.
we're not even going to stay here.
Okay, if we win the
Well,
pot, if
I
we
do.
race and we win, we don't need that extra money.
See, but
Yeah, we need to donate that all to Rodney.
Is there an entrance fee?
No,
Okay.
Let him go, guys.
you guys had already formed a team when you were like at the factory. So you guys are, and Bam and them know that you were trying to join the race. So, but there's no entry fee or anything. It's just there's just a prize for winning.
Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm gonna go to Darla's cell, and I'll tell her, okay, I'm letting you out, and it's not conditional, but listen, I know you got a beef with the mayor, but can you just, like, hold off until after the takes race? Because it's really important that we win that, and we don't need a whole political scandal.
So as soon as you opened the jail cell already?
No.
Okay. So she says, until after the race, I will wait. You have my word.
All right, sick. I fist bump her through the bars as I unlock her cell.
And she's not really sure what to do, so she just puts her feathered hand over your hand and shakes it.
Paper covers rock.
And she looks at you, Leon, and she says, paper covers rock to you.
I look at Beezow like, she likes me.
So you open the cell?
Yeah, I let her out.
Okay, so Darla comes out and she goes to you and she hugs you and she says, thank you so much. She's like, you have my word, not until after the race, but I will kill the mayor. And then she goes to the door, and before she leaves, she turns around and she looks at you guys one more time and she goes, thank you again. And then she turns around and goes out of the door and leaves. She sees Krongus and Stumbleton like looking around, not really sure where to go, and she's like, "Bye, guys." And then she like walks away.
Wait, Darla, which way to the race?
Well, I would follow all the people, but it's that way. And she points to like the southwestern side of town.
Be a dick about it, but
All right,
okay.
Are our skateboards among the loot in the chest?
So Jeff left the chest open. Do you want to take a look at it?
Yeah. Let's take a peek.
Everything's there.
All right.
Everything's there. Everything that they took beside your gold is right there. So
All right,
your
scoop it all up.
weapons, your shields, and your boards.
Take all my gubbins
And your
back.
blanket.
Did you guys come back inside?
Yeah, I was kind of just like hovering the door just in case I saw like a guard coming or something.
All right, guys, should we?
What are we doing with this baghead bird? Are we leaving him here?
Yeah, I don't think we should leave Baghead here. It seems a little.
Please help me get out of here.
No, guard
I'm
bonker.
innocent. I didn't. I bumped him. It was an accident.
Guys,
I did.
I feel like if we let him out, he's gonna try to hit us. I think we should just leave the bag and the chains.
No, I can hear you.
Shh. But we're
It's
going
a very thin bag.
My gosh! All right, this guy's annoying.
I take out my loot from our belongings and I play him a lullaby.
Shouldn't
Wow.
bags make
I don't know if we have time for
you
this.
dark
have-
shade over the bird's
quick.
eyes?
Do you have sleep?
I'm not using sleep. I'm just singing him a song.
Okay. Do you want to roll performance?
I do, Shawn.
Sing him Not in Nottingham.
All right, I'm singing Not in Nottingham. I rolled a 21.
Okay. So he's like, I didn't do it, guys. Stop. Oh, who's playing that? That's very nice. That's lovely. Oh, wow, this is really nice. I haven't heard this song before. And he's kind of just like vibing to the music.
Damn,
All right,
I
while
thought he
this
was
is
going to fall
happening-
asleep.
I'm gonna unlock his cell quietly and walk in. And while he's just like chilling, and vibing to the music, I'm gonna rip the bag off his head.
So you rip the bag off his head, and he's kind of like, whoa! And he's like, thank you, let me out of here! And he's like clinking his shackles together.
What does he look like?
He's like an old-looking yellow bird. He kind of looks like he's got like a really like large circular head and big puffy cheeks, and then like an orange beak.
Big head.
And he's got
He's big bird.
three black feathers that stick out of the top.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
He looks like Tweety Bird.
All right. I'm gonna unlock him too. Might as well. I'm gonna ask him his
fuck it.
name
So
while I'm doing that.
are you unlocking
I'm
his shackles?
unlocking his shackles. Say, what's your name, man?
Ignore.
As soon as you unlock his shackles,
Uh-oh.
he jumps on top of you and he's going to swing at you. Let's see if he can hit.
Oh my
here.
god.
Fuck.
We got a bonker.
Oh no.
Okay, so he rolled a 14. So he missed on his hit, but he's got you sort of pinned down right now.
Oh god.
Okay. I'm gonna not overreact as I usually do. I'm just gonna say, Krongus.
Okay.
Try to get Krongus'
Yeah,
attention.
I want to just kind of nonchalantly and very casually take out my quarterstaff and kind of bonk him on the back of the head.
Okay, so let's see if you can roll the hit.
19.
Okay, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll
21,
damage.
excuse me.
I
I'm
hope I
just
don't kill him.
trying to like
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like knock him out. I'm not trying to hurt it, like seriously hurt him. 6.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that with a 6, you definitely knock him out. So you just like
little...
kind of walk into the cell, and this person's like, he's like going crazy all of a sudden. He's like snarling and like shaking Beezow, and then you just come up and like horny bonk him, where you're just like, boom, and he's like, oh, and then you pick him up by the scruff of the feathers off of Beezow, and
Put the bag back on him.
so you're just like politely holding this unconscious bird that kind of looks like Tweety Bird.
All right.
And so you guys don't see it, but above Tweety Bird's head are like 3 cuckoo clocks that are just like circling around.
Wonderful. All right. Without saying a word, I'm just gonna shackle him back up to the wall.
Right.
And then I'm gonna put the bag back on his head.
I'm gonna write. Okay, actually, that's fine. Just put the bag on his head and leave it be.
I am gonna make sure that we shut the
Okay.
cell door again on the way out of here, so that he can't come ruin the entire race.
Yeah, he's a
Gotcha.
wild card. We don't need him
This fucking
in our
guy.
business. He's toddy top putty tat.
He taught you. So you guys have made it out of the cells,
Hell yeah.
and you got to the chest, and you found all of your stuff. Now Beezow was the one who opened the chest. Beezow, did you give everybody their equipment back?
Yeah. Everything to everybody, respectively.
Cool.
No foul play.
Perfect.
What did I have specifically? List it all.
Can I get an itemized list?
I need a receipt.
So as soon as everybody is like putting on their equipment, the door to the jail like kicks in and like does that thing where like it flies to the back and there's like smoke, and then a shadowy figure comes in and he has like 2 swords and he's like, "Where are my friends?" And you guys see Anthony Falcon has come to save you.
Oh,
Nice.
And he like sees that you guys are like have like got your stuff, and he's like, oh, you guys are fine. This is great.
We could have just
Awesome.
kicked it in here, and Anthony would have saved us. We would have lost our gold.
Just taking another rest.
Well, we better make haste to the takes race.
Anthony's like, you're absolutely right, Beezow. There's no time to waste. We need to get there fast.
What was the Redbird's name? I already forgot.
Darla.
Darla.
I want to ask Anthony about Darla as we make our way downtown.
Walking fast.
Okay. So
Skating
you guys
fast.
all leave the jail and you're walking towards. Anthony is leading to you where the takes race is. And Anthony kind of has his hood up because you guys are criminals, right? That are wanted right now. As you wanted to talk to Anthony about Darla.
Yeah, I'll tell him.
Okay.
We freed just about every captive in this cell except for that crazy guy with the bag. We let him be, but
That's Crazy George. Yeah, I wouldn't let him.
George.
Dang,
Well,
he has,
okay,
he has
good call on
crazy
that one.
right in his name.
Yes.
But we
Incredible foresight from his family.
this gray bird named Jeff, he made off with our gold. A real bastard, that one.
Ah,
And then also this
I don't know Jeff.
This
I've never met him.
red bird named Darla seemed to know who you were. I also let her go.
Darla? You have met Darla? She's okay?
Yeah, she's fine.
She's got a real chip on her shoulder, but she's alive.
Yeah, she's got a real vendetta. Kind of a bit of a bloodlust, I would say.
I believe that Darla has a just cause to be angry. Darla used to be a baker in this town. She owned a bakery. Apparently, the mayor thought that she wasn't paying enough, so he threw her into jail. I tried to fight to get her free, but with my busted leg, there was nothing I could do.
Her new profession's gonna be an assassin, though.
Did she say anything about me?
She seemed pretty elated when I mentioned you, but nothing specific.
Yeah, I told her we healed you. I healed you. She's pretty stoked about that.
Just thinking about that cloaca.
You can see that like Anthony seems like really like kind of pumped that she like said something about him.
Are his feathers all puffed up?
No, my feathers are fine.
He starts doing like a little hopping dance.
I have a meta question that's irrelevant.
Okay.
Darla being a baker, is that a baker reference? Is she like a baker boy?
It wasn't, but
in my head,
I'd like to say that it is now.
Okay. She was a skater boy.
Yeah.
She said, right. I've got to go.
Murder a mayor.
She said, thanks again.
So what was Darla doing? Where did she go?
Well, all she really told me was that she was falsely imprisoned and she really wanted to kill the mayor. I told her not to do that until we did our race. But I'm pretty sure that's her plan.
She's going to kill the mayor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
my God.
Is that a problem?
Oh my God. We've got to stop her. She's going to get herself killed. Do you know how many guards the mayor has?
How many guards?
It's at least one.
Everyone who picked you guys up and brought you to that jail is under the mayor's payroll. He's got people in places you can only imagine. Darla's going to get herself killed. We have to find a way to stop her.
She didn't tell me
Do you
where
know
she
when
was
she's
going.
planning on doing this?
All
she said after the race.
She promised she wouldn't lay a finger on him until after the takes race. So wherever he might be, right after the takes race is where I imagine she'll be.
Darla is a bird of her word. I believe that she will really wait until after the race.
Everybody's heard.
So first things first. Heard what?
That she's a bird
Listen,
of her
Leon,
word.
there's no time,
word.
okay? There's no time, Leon, okay? I don't understand your jokes, your little halfling... Oh, whatever, okay. We've got to get to the race. Guys.
Anthony.
I healed you.
You did. Listen, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm flustered. Okay? Darla's a very important person to me, and I just don't want anything bad to happen to her.
Well,
so
maybe
let's go.
He's just horny.
Maybe after we win the race and you have the world's attention, you can make some kind of grand gesture that would distract her.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great idea.
Anthony, do I have some pants for you, buddy?
Is it the ones you're wearing?
Maybe.
For you.
Maybe.
He has even hotter pants, I assure you.
You will get
They're
hotter
tight
when
in
you
all
put
the
them
right
on.
places.
Even hotter pants.
I've decided you're going to get hotter when you put them on. So, if you need them, just holler at me.
The pants of hottening.
It's especially hot for birds.
I have been picturing these pants as basically just like bright red long johns that are like skin tight.
I'm assuming it's going to add like 40 pounds to me when I grow. I just look very
It's
slothish.
gonna look like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I thought they were just basketball shorts.
Anthony's like, okay, we've got to get to the race. We're running really late. Let's go. And
Okay.
So you guys all follow Anthony, and Anthony kind of leads you guys through town, and eventually you make your way to a large open space where you see a bunch of ramps, kind of like where you guys were practicing on. And there a crowd has started to form. You can see that on either side of this big open space, there are two large sets of bleachers. And people are filing in, going to take their seats to watch the big race. There's a person that looks like a large heron, and he's holding a clipboard. And he's like, "Last call, all racers make your way to the starting area." And Anthony he sees you guys, and he like points to that guy, and he's like, "Come on, we've got to go." And so you guys all run to this guy, this heron, and as Anthony gets up to him, like, again, Anthony's been wearing this hood this whole time. He like pulls down his hood and he looks at the hair and he's like, "One more for you, Stan." And Stan looks at Anthony and said, "Son of a bitch, you made it. Go get to your starting spot. And if anybody asks, you snuck right by me." And Anthony's like, "I owe you one, Stan." And then Stan looks at the rest of you and he goes, "Come on, anybody got a team name?" Nope, has been taken. I'm sorry. Next one. Ga was also taken. Those were world champions of 2 years ago. Next suggestion.
Yeah, I wish you had warned us about this part. We could have come up with something funny.
We gotta think.
How about Darla's Angels?
Yeah!
That's funny. That's really funny.
That's pretty rad. So
Merch drop, Darla's Angel jackets.
Dude, wouldn't that be sick? They're like red shirts with little like angel wings.
Yeah. And a knife.
Bird wings.
Somebody design that and then send it to us and we'll steal it. So the Heron looks at you guys and he's like, "I love it." And he writes down the name and he lets you guys pass as you guys go make your way to your starting positions. And he looks at Anthony and he goes, "Hey, Tony, give him hell." And then all of the players make your way to your starting positions for the takes race.
We stand.
Oh, yeah. It's go time.
I'm putting my arms out like a surfer.
I think that's a good place to wrap up for today, guys. This was a super fun session. You guys got to meet some pretty fun characters that I have been cooking up for you.
It was great.
And next episode is the big conclusion, the big takes race. Can you guys do it? Can you guys win the race and get the save token?
I hope so. I mean, of course.
I mean, even if we don't, Darla's going to murder the mayor. So it's fine.
So something interesting is going to happen.
I think we're faring pretty well. We've got freaking Tony Hawk on our team and an assassin to
Anthony
take out
Falcon.
the enemy. Oh, sorry.
TM.
Hello? Who's there? Is that Jake Roach who did all the music? Is that TheAvocadoJam who did the artwork? Hello? It's Crazy George, the guy you left in the cage. Could somebody take this bag off my head? Hello?